I took my wife to a work party. By midnight, my boss appeared holding something in his hand. He tossed it toward me, my wife's underwear with a folded dollar inside, and said, "If you don't wait up for your wife tonight, I'll take good care of her." From the moment the laughter around me fell silent, I sensed something was off. The party had been alive all evening, spilling over with noise and cheer. But when my boss, Gregory, appeared out of nowhere, holding something in his hand, I could feel the shift in the atmosphere. His smile was too wide, and his eyes gleamed with something I couldn't quite place. It all happened so quickly, almost too fast to process. He tossed the envelope toward me, as if it were some casual gesture, but the weight of it hit me like a ton of bricks. I caught it instinctively, still not entirely sure what I was holding. I looked down and saw my wife's underwear inside, with a folded dollar bill nestled neatly within. A strange, hollow silence swept over the room, and I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. My mind raced to catch up, but it felt like the room was spinning out of control. The chatter and laughter that had filled the air just moments ago vanished in an instant. I could feel every pair of eyes in the room shift toward me, all of them waiting for my reaction. Gregory, ever the charismatic figure, didn't even bat an eye. His voice was calm and almost condescending when he spoke, as if he were doing me a favor. "Don't wait up for your wife tonight, Jake. I'll take good care of her." I felt the weight of his words hit me like a punch in the gut. The room felt smaller, the air thicker. I couldn't breathe. My chest tightened as the truth of what had just happened settled in. I looked at Sarah, my wife, who stood beside me, her face pale, eyes wide with shock. She had no idea what to say, no words to offer. Her lips trembled, but she didn't speak. The laughter and chatter picked back up around us, but it was muffled, distant. Like I was no longer part of the scene. I stood there in disbelief, holding the underwear in one hand, the dollar bill in the other. How was this happening? This was not the night I had imagined. This was not the evening I had come here for. Gregory smiled, clearly pleased with the reaction he was getting. "I thought we could skip the awkward part and just get straight to it," he said, taking a step closer to me. His breath smelled of whiskey, and his voice was low, as if this were some sort of secret between us. "It's all part of the plan, Jake. You should know better than anyone." My heart raced as I glanced at Sarah, who still hadn't moved, still hadn't said anything. She looked at me, eyes filled with regret and guilt. But there was something else there, something I couldn't quite understand. Fear, maybe? Or was it something deeper? I couldn't tell. I stammered, my voice thick with disbelief. "What is this? What are you doing, Gregory?" He chuckled, unfazed by my shock. "What does it look like, Jake? I've been trying to help you loosen up. What's the point of working hard if you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? This is just a little bonus for all that effort you've been putting in." "Enjoy the fruits of my labor?" I repeated, still holding the underwear in my hand, trying to process his words. This is not what I signed up for. I glanced at Sarah again. Her eyes met mine, and for a split second, I thought I saw a flicker of recognition. But then, she turned away, as if she couldn't bear to look me in the eye anymore. The silence between us grew louder, deafening, as I waited for her to say something, anything, but she didn't. Gregory seemed to take that as a cue. He walked over to Sarah, placing a hand on her shoulder with a fake tenderness. "You don't have to worry, Jake," he said smoothly, his voice almost a mockery. "I'll take good care of her. You've done enough, right? It's time for her to have some fun." I felt a sickening wave of anger rise in me. I had been blind, hadn't I? I had been so focused on my work, so caught up in the idea of climbing the ladder, that I didn't see what was happening right in front of me. I didn't see how far Sarah had drifted away, how much she had been pulling back. I turned to Sarah, desperation in my eyes. "Is this what you want? Is this really what you want?" My voice cracked, but I couldn't stop it. "You really want him to do this?" She flinched, like my words had physically hurt her. Her lips parted, but no sound came out. She shook her head slightly, tears welling in her eyes, but she still didn't say anything. That was when I realized something. This wasn't just about Gregory. It wasn't about some twisted work party or a drunken game. It was about trust and love and everything I had thought we had built together. For a long time, I had ignored the cracks. I had ignored the signs that something wasn't right. I had thought it was just the stress of life, of work, of everything piling up, but it wasn't. It was something else, something deeper, something darker. I looked back at Gregory, my hand shaking now, holding the envelope with the underwear still inside. "I don't know what game you're playing, but I'm done with it. I tossed the envelope back at him. You've crossed a line. His smirk faded, and for the first time, I saw a flicker of uncertainty in his eyes. You're making a mistake, Jake. This is all part of the deal. I'm not part of your deal, I said, my voice cold, and neither is Sarah. I turned to Sarah, taking a step toward her. We're going home. Now. She hesitated, looking between me and Gregory, and then finally she stood up, walking toward me, her face red with shame. As we made our way to the door, I could feel the weight of the situation settling in. That night, everything changed. I didn't know what the future held or what would happen between Sarah and me, but I knew one thing for sure. I wasn't going to let anyone control our relationship, not Gregory. Not anyone. As we walked out into the night, the cold air hitting our faces, I realized that maybe this was the moment I had been waiting for. The moment I finally took control of my life, my relationship, and my future.